Good morning once again. Welcome to the Money Grabs where we give you information part time. How was your night? I hope you had a great night yesterday and this morning started looking bright. Well, I know why you are here. It's grant and there's grant information. But before we dive into that, if you are new to this channel, this is the Money Grabs where we give information part time. Yes, my pastor, Reverend Eliboh has assured us that this week we will have our disbursement. And when he come up, we want nothing less than good news. And he has assured us, almost using his hand to beat his chest, that this thing is certain. He even condemned those that always come with negative news in his platform. That anybody that is coming with negative things should not come, should be removed, or should not be part of his platform, because he wants people that focus on it, that they have assured us that disbursement will happen, that even when we are complaining on Wednesday, he said there is still time for disbursement to happen, that according to the source, and he boasted of his source, number 2 man or something, that after that person, he is like the number 3. He get the information direct from the person with the boss. So everything is assured that everything is certain. And I said, if he makes this, that means the source is not correct. The source are lying to him. But let's see what will happen. Because in this grant ecosystem, you have to understand the way the thing works. Because many promises have failed, many deeds have failed, and most people start pointing out fingers to other people rather than accepting that they have taken it too far by coming out to assure when nothing is really certain or sure in this grant ecosystem. Let's dive into this voice note so that you know what I'm saying, you know what is going on behind closed doors, and you know what is happening and where we should position our mind. So let's dive into it.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I must express my unhappiness to some of us who are in this platform. I don't trust any of you anymore. And because of my openness of heart, I'm willing to make everybody to be happy. I give you, in my attempting to be down to earth in giving you information, it is almost causing me a serious threat of my life. And please, all of you know that this grant, it is real. It is not that it's not real. But you know the kind of nation when you did. Everybody should know the kind of nation when we did. I hope all of you are all happy that you are a member, you are in this country. I hope you are all happy. You should all be happy that you are in this country.
That's not the case, Reverend Eliboh. When you assure us, you said it can't stop, that is certain and everything like that. And now coming up again, starting pointing out to this and that, then you should have factioned that into your decision making last week before you confirm that it will happen. You, instead of you to say it may be, if everything go right, you are taking like it's certain, it's sure. Even when people are talking against it, you still came back to assure people, to reassure people that you have the connect, that the people in charge, the people that you know them, that they are telling you the truth and it's going to happen, putting more confidence and everything. But now you are changing your tone. So you are not pointing accusing figures to all the other people. Well, let's see, maybe you consider your option and blame yourself too for coming out like that. I'm not saying you are the only one. I've done it before too, that I stick my neck out based on information that I had from my source. And at the end of the day, everything look upside down. But at least you have to accept that, okay, you made a mistake. But now you are blaming the people on your platform. They are part of the grand community. They deserve the truth and they deserve disbursement. So if they are angry, it does not mean that anything is because you have assured them. Do you know how many people will have borrowed money or do some other things because you assured them? Let's go back into it because I don't want to take over this conversation.
Because as a member of this country, Nigeria, we should be very happy because we have very good government. The government we have, they are very, very conscious. They are very concerned. They are compassionate. They love you all. They love everybody. They love everybody, and they want to do anything they can do to help everybody. So, make una take am easy as una see am. Na so we see am o. Now the country where we dey, na be Nigeria. So make una not dey fight empty ground. They beat air, like Paul say. I will not be like a man who is beating the air. The corner where the real substance dey, where the gun dey from the corn, they not dey face that side. They face the side where the bullet dey end, the reach ground. Where e dey come from, una not dey watch am. So please, make una take time. Make una take time. The reason far. They look am, look up and down, look every corner. Not be say the people wey be say they want give una money, they not ready. Even me when talk and say na this week, na this week, na this week. Everything prepare finish. But
what do traders?
Everything prepared, finished. The point that we need to understand now is, at some point, you came out that the IMF and the people, they have met with the president, they have agreed, that Tinubu have agreed, they have approved, they have released the money. They only said when the remaining one should be returned to CBN. So what happened now again is the money still with the government? Because if people come out and tell us this, that because now is the money with the government now, or the money have been disbursed to the stakeholders, because we had story of land that the money was put on land, that they would not have access to it until they meet up with certain conditions. Now again, we are talking about is the government, is this and that. So what is really going on in this grant community? And these people that always claim that they know the source, how come even if there's no disbursement, how come you can't even tell us, okay, this is the problem? We don't even know the problem. And we are expecting money, and they are shifting it every time. What is the problem? Is it the problem that, okay, now the money is with the government and government is not releasing the money? Then we know that is the problem. If we know that the government is not releasing money, then we can take the right action rather than waiting. There was a time they suggested a protest, and one bishop from Abuja, I think, was telling that anybody that start protest, they should stone that person to death. Why are you scared of protest? You are thinking that if you protest, government will say they will not give us this money again. Government cannot say they will not give us the money again. It's not government money. And secondly, if government will say, government want to make money from this money too, government will not say they should take it back. And how will the government look in the international community if government refuse to accept the money and say, take it back? Grant that you're not paying back, but you can go out to borrow money. Government cannot say that too. At some point, they need to see, Tinubu does not want protest or anything. He wants everything to be going so that he can continue to contest. He can contest for next election. Because and nobody wants a reputation of what happened during EndSARS. So nobody wants protest. Nobody wants all these things. So if you protest, people, they will be scared that, okay, let's quench this thing. They might reduce the money, but they will speed it up. But the bishop said, imagine a bishop protecting his money. Anybody that start protest, they should stone that person to death because he does not want anything to happen to his money. That I invested so much money, don't let these boys come and protest and scatter everything. Fear because of money. And you call yourself a man of God, and you are preaching, you are doing everything because of money. Now, Rev Eliboh too is now blaming the government. But I remembered, he said everything is settled, it's only for disbursement to happen. You don't have your source are telling you all these things. Now again, you are dragging us back to the government. It's the government. When are we going to get official statement that, okay, this is the problem? At least we know if government is the problem, we know, we focus, we strategize, we face the government. If it's going to be a protest, there's going to be any other thing, we go through it. If it's not the government, then where? Because now they're just throwing us back and front, back and front, back and front, back and front, back and front. And the people are losing hope. Even many people are now telling me that there's no money to be disbursed. That's why these people are just going up and down. They don't know any direction. They're just lying every day because there's no evidence for these things. I don't need to go further with this message again. Let's just wrap it up here because at least you know where it's going. They shifted their blame. They started blaming the government rather than saying, yes, this is the issue. And at the same time, is the government holding the money? Is the stakeholders holding the money? Because we have had so many stories along the line. The government have released, approval have happened, the rich have come, everything is settled, it's disbursement next week, everything is settled, disbursement next week, everything is settled, disbursement. Before everything is settled, that means you have control over that money. Before you can come and say everything is settled. Even if the money is the stakeholder account and you don't have access or you don't have control, then it's not settled until you have control. Then if you have control, why are you waiting? Distribute the money before government change their mind or anything. So the point is, everything go back to what I said I think last year, that somebody told me. He said government does not want us to release this money. They will just disturb us, give us back and forth, that we will get fed up, and gradually our numbers will be reducing. People will not have interest again. People will move away. But the government did not know that we invested so much. We can't just let it die. It's not a political thing that you promise us money and you did not turn up and we just born. Because I remember government had promised us a lot of things that they did not do, and we stopped questioning them because we did not put any money. But this one that we put money, people collected loan, people do this, it's not easy to sweep under the carpet. So at some point, they will still have to pay, but they might reduce it. At some point, they will, because people are not ready to back down because of investment. Because when the problems start with the NGO, with the grant handlers, and they say it will be huge and something that they are not even the protests that they are calling for. Who knows what will turn to? Maybe it's going to turn to riots. Who knows? So it's better they let us know the point where we are. Is it the money that is government with government? Is the money in anything? What is happening? What is the exact problem? I'll be which department, which area is causing the problem? Let us know. Thank you very much. This is the Money Graphs, where we give information part time. Subscribe to this channel, be part of it, so that when we post, you know what is happening. So Pastor Eliboh came to redeem himself by blaming the government. So that means his word is not holding ground again. That means disbursement this week, cancel. Although many people have said that before, even before last week, before this week, that nothing will happen this week. And more people are still saying that nothing will happen next week. And some people are saying there's no money, but they always come to our platform every day to say there's no money to be disbursed. And people always challenge them that if you know that there's no money to be disbursed, why are you always here every day? So many things are going wrong. But at the same time, subscribe to the channel, be part of it so that you know what is happening. Thank you very much, and see you in our next post.